is Macy Watts, and the product that I came up with is called the Right Pen. Basically, this is my logo, and basically it's like the old-fashioned ink pens with the feather, and the check is represents what the pen does, which is like a spell check pen. That's one of the features. That's the main feature of the pen, and the R is just for the name of the product. And the reason why I chose the colors. I chose the colors at first because I thought it looked right, but now that I know the meaning of the colors, I guess they don't really represent what I want the pen to stand for. But
what do you mean?
Like the colors look really nice with it, but in the what they mean, the red means
power.
Power.
Yeah.
And black is like the design and everything, but it does kind of make sense with the design and everything. But yeah, they're my colors: red, black, white, and gray.
Now remember what I told you though, the primary colors for, there's an article that I wanted to give you guys, but you know, cut off from coffee. Color and meaning, and in it it talks about the psychology of red, black, and white, and how they're the first colors, they're the only colors dogs will really recognize, okay? So, and also for babies, they're the first colors they recognize. So if you want your baby to be smarter, make sure the mobile's in those three colors first, or only those three colors. So I think it does make sense, actually.
Thank you. My mission statement is the Right Pen was founded in 2009 by Macy Watts in Napa, California. A Right Pen was created to make writing easier by having the features of spell check at the stroke of a pen. Our product is made and distributed across the country, straight from California. With Right Pen, every assignment, exam, proposal, or letter will be free from any spelling errors. No more second guessing yourself if you choose to write right with Right Pen. That's my tagline, write right. And I couldn't get the pen up that I want for the college students. I designed these pens. The business one and the professional one is like really like how do you say it? Luxurious looking, I guess. And even the ink that's used in the pen is really expensive, and the design is really, you know, thought of and took really nice. The high school one is a little bit more plasticky. It's cheaper. The college one, I have it. I can show you, but I was having trouble putting it on the ad. I'm sorry.
If it's a JPEG, you shouldn't have. If it's a PSD, that's probably why.
No, it's the purpose of this pen is trouble spelling. According to grammarlock.com, 7 out of 10 Americans have trouble spelling and grammar issues. Spell check on the computers I found, because I had trouble spelling, is a really convenient tool, and I use it all the time. So I thought, why not have that same feature when you're writing with just a regular pen and paper? Okay. So that's the reason why I thought it came of this product. How does it work? Basically, each pen is controlled with like a motion sensor. So as you're writing, it has motion memory. So whenever it feels like that you spelled something wrong, your pen buzzes. And with the memory of it, you can see like the words of what you spelled wrong will pop up on the LCD screen that's on the pen, and it'll tell you what's wrong with the word that's wrong. And then you'll have the 3 buttons where you can press until you find the word that you wanted to correctly spell. Another feature besides...
hold on, I'm sorry. And then it shows the correct spelling, and then you just rewrite it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's another... Well, I'll get to that. And,
okay.
Another feature... Oh, I'm sorry. It's messed up. But synonym is like if you have a word on there and you want to choose a different word to best describe what you're trying to write. Yeah, like thesauruses. You take the pen and you underline. Without writing, you can like press the button for the pen to go back into the ink, whatever, to go back into the pen, and you underline what you want to have. Because of the memory of the motion, it'll know what words you have, and you'll press the second button that's on the pen and it'll give you other options of the word, like a thesauruses.
Okay.
And the third feature is the Ultra Eraser. Because you might have to erase, and you will have to erase using this pen. They do have eraser pens, but with this pen, the eraser will leave no marks guaranteed. So it's like an Ultra Eraser, even with the more elegant pen with more expensive ink. My competition, these are the two logos I found, but basically any other pen that writes, any other writing utensil, sells in distribution. We'll sell at any retail stores, based in office supply stores and arts and crafts stores. And we also have exclusive pens in all different types of styles and colors and everything at www.writepen.com. This is the sell of each product. The luxurious pens, I wanted to sell them a whole lot more because when I researched luxurious looking pens, and they sell thousands and thousands of dollars people spend on pens. But we've been, well, I decided to just keep it at this price at this time. But the more luxurious the pen is, like if you want to have like gold features, like you see the first one, they're the silver features. But the more luxurious it is, the more expensive it will cost. Okay. And basically, the original pen, I couldn't put the college one on there. But then the high school one, pencil dick, is plastic and all the same features. And this is my ad. You can't really see it that well on here, so I got it here.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's okay. We can say it like that. All right. The idea is really good. Really smart. All right. You want to clap?
Oh, this is just one day.
This is just one day? Oh, you did more?
No.
Are you doing? Okay.
I have right now. But remember you told me that kind of do it differently for each level of the pen.
No, it's really good and really well thought out, you know, so that's going to make the doing the ad a lot easier. That's why I want you guys to do this thinking process part of it. All right, your logo, I really like the logo. I think it needs...
That's what took me the most time to create.
No, it's really good. Just... Okay, where is it down there? I'm just wondering, something needs to come out of it.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
One thing, and I'm thinking it needs to be the check mark.
That's my favorite.
I know, and it makes sense to have it. Go to just the logo. No, I do like the check mark.
I think it's the right thing to get a different font.
The different. Sorry, say it again.
The right thing, try it in a different font.
Try the R in a different font. You mean?
Yeah, I think the check is fine. I think that the right. No, you see something like a little cursive like this. Or maybe you just play a little bit with the different fonts with the right pen.
Oh no, you talking about the type?
The R.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm talking about the design. The R in the you see the R in the design?
You know, I think maybe just I know you simplified the feather and it looks really good. I think maybe simplifying it more. I think that medium gray in between, taking that out. I know, I like it too. I really like it too. It just needs to be simplified a little bit. It's almost there. And where it says, is there a red line underneath? Is that going to be there?
Well, this is kind of like, because logo is kind of like are squared.
Yeah.
I just made like a couple.
And so that red line's not part of it.
Not if you don't want it.
No, it shouldn't be.
Okay.
You know. And then underneath it says.
Right. Real small.
Make that right. The whole width of the jar or the ink.
Okay.
Okay. Just scale it up bigger so it takes up the whole length of the jar, and maybe till the end of the R too. Right. Because that'll square it off as well. And
instead of the red line.
Yeah. And then make you know what, maybe it's not the color of the feather, maybe it's how far the feather goes out. Maybe it should be like, sort of like you draw like a line for yourself at the end of the jar, and know that the feather shouldn't go past that. Do you know what I mean? And maybe that'll just tuck it in a little bit more. It's distorted more on that, it only needs a little bit, because this widens things, right? Okay. So it just needs it a little bit. So the red line's gone, right takes up the whole length of the logo underneath, and maybe just take the warp tool and just move the feather over just a little bit. And I think that would be enough.
Move the feather over with the warp
Yeah, just move it over to the right a little bit, so it doesn't stick out so much. Like, let's say you're drawing this invisible line for yourself at the edge of the jar, so the feather can't go past that.
That's kind of, see this right here, the line in the middle of the feather, that's kind of where I was going at. It's kind of like, as an artist, you just draw the R, like real fancy. That's what the R I was kind of trying to get at. Instead of having this text as
Right,
that R,
right.
I was kind of trying to draw a fancy R,
Right.
using the features in the logo. That's why I chose it to be that way.
No, I understand what you're saying, but see, if you move this black line in the center of the feather over a little bit, that straight edge at the R there, you won't need it anymore. You won't even see it.
So you want me to not box it in either? Take the lines out too?
Yeah, take the lines out.
Alright, so just the design.
It'll be boxed itself, like visually it will be.
Okay.
Okay? All right, now let's go to the ad. I like the tagline. Right, that's good too. Okay. All right, I like the paper.
It's like if it's like
Yeah,
spell
and-
words in a cup. It's like you ever can't spell a word, so you use a simpler word that means the same thing.
Right.
That's what the stores.
That happens to me on Facebook all the time. Every time I'm like, oh, I forgot how to spell this. And if it's wrong, everyone's going to laugh at me because that's my status, right? Okay, no more trouble with. I don't think you need it. Take out no more trouble and just put your tagline, right.
Okay. See, the
Okay.
tagline is over on the side.
Yeah, no, take it out there and just put right there. Just the organization, okay, right pen. Take that out at the top with the check mark. Okay, so the box with the check mark and the right pen are gone. All right, now I would, you just need to move some things around. It's almost there, okay? The logo needs to be made a little bit smaller, okay? Right will be on top of all the paper. And what I would do in the background of that paper is to put more sheets.
That I was thinking that.
Just to fill up the space a little bit more. You could make her a little bit bigger.
Like more instead of two.
No, where she is good. Just make her a little bit bigger. And then just behind that sheet, that last sheet that has the F on it, put more sheets of paper behind it, like just to show a little bit more depth. And then the pen, like I'm wondering if all this could be moved up and the pen could be down. I don't know if it should be above her head. When you take that right pen out, okay, you could either move that pen up a little bit or you could move it underneath the mug. See which place looks better. Remember, you can have empty white space. It's okay, you know, it makes something look more expensive. Don't just fill it just to fill it. Okay?
And that's that check with the
Yeah, no, take that out.
Just more simple.
Take it out. You don't need it. You don't need that or the right pen. Take those things out. You just need a little bit more on this. Okay, now you're going to do 2 more ads? I'd like to see 2 more ads.
For the business pen.
Yeah.
College pen.
Well, at least for the business, because this could kind of cover college and high school. You know, maybe in a work situation. Okay, but it's good. It's good. All right, yeah, Shannon.
Can it write on anything because you have the cup up there? It writes on cups too?
No, that was just like
That's a good
feature I was
point.
trying to show. No, it writes on any regular paper or anything. And you don't have to have any type of, like, you know how like you have leapfrog where you only can write on a leapfrog pad? No, this you can use any paper.
So you think she should take out the mug then? So he's thinking the mug should be taken out.
I was thinking like they could write on mug and stuff like as a marker.
Right.
That way the pen is not-
Like those Sharpies that write on everything. Okay, so,
Can I still take the text off the mug and just put it on there? Because I like that. And just take the mug off.
you could put like a bunch of pens in the mug if you want, or something else to just show more. But if you're gonna put office supplies to fill up the space, I would put more than just a mug then. What were you guys saying, Jules?
I was gonna say, it's word, I'm proud to be in office, I can't leave the rest.
Because he spelled everything else wrong.
Yeah, you could.
So he just put cop because he couldn't, I like the mug a lot too.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't spell what he really wanted to say. He just picked cop because it's easier to spell.
Well, could you put all that on another sheet of paper?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, maybe just put on another sheet of paper, yeah.
Another question, the dictionary, being that is like 3 different levels of the pen, is the dictionary on the phone, on the pen the same? Because in high school, you know, you don't use the same words that you would use in a professional environment.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
just-
you would need more, I don't want to say more intelligent, but
So you sound, yeah.
Yeah.
See, the features like are you have the 3 buttons on the pen. One of them is just for the spell check, like you click and do it, and then you have the thesaurus pen, the one you're talking about, where you can change the words by underlining what you want using the memory sensor. The pen knows exactly what it is that you want to change, and it'll have other options for you. Just like on spell check, like if you right click it and you go down to synonyms, and it'll have other words. It's that same exact feature, but you just press the button on the pen.
But each pen has the same word?
Yeah, no, whatever you spelling. Like it has the same memory, the same technology as Microsoft with the spell check. So, but they all have the same features. It's just they all just look different and different prices.
Another feature that may be interesting, you guys know those projection alarm clocks? Mm-hmm. How if you don't want to roll over, look at the time, you just look up at the ceiling, it's projected the time for you. It does the weather too as well. You could have something like that where it projects the words out there, so you don't have to look at the pen and scroll. It kind of just sees the kind of list, it shows up on the paper. So that way you can say, that way you don't have to really, because we're lazy. You'd have to change the price. You can charge more. You can say some have the laser feature, projection feature, not laser. Projection, I think, would be the right terminology. And then if you do that, then that could create an interesting feature in the ad. You could have the pen sticking out of the mug or something, and then projecting on the sheet of paper a list of words, or the correct word spelled, or the whole thing edited the right way, or something like that.
What's that tool again that you use to kind of make it look like it's coming out again?
What do you mean?
Like, say if...
in Photoshop?
Yeah. If I was going to change it, like you said, to make it look like a laser coming out, and I want the words to kind of, like a shadowing thing, but it's not... You know what I mean?
Well, you could create, you just write it in the type, and then you could change the opacity and add a blur on top of it. So it could look projected, or you could put like an outer glow around it or something like that. And then that would be a different type of ad. Like you can say, well, this is one pen, and maybe that projection feature comes with the business one. So now it's a different way to advertise the business because they're paying a little bit more. I mean, I'd like that projection feature because I don't want to sit there and look at the pen and scroll. I'd rather just say, oh, what did I spell wrong? Oh, okay. And it's telling me right there, you know? What? Any ideas? That's it. Any other ideas? Suggestions? Anything? You could put an alarm on it too if you want. You could put an alarm on it and have it do a weather thing too. I'd buy it. All right. Thank you. Everybody clap. Yay.